The Hollywood community is coming out in support of Bruce Willis, who was just diagnosed with a rare disease that affects the brain. Here's what the news means for the die-hard star. Hollywood is still lamenting the devastating health news from Bruce Willis and his family. In March 2022, Demi Moore, Willis's ex-wife and co-parent to their children, announced on Instagram that Willis would retire from acting. As if that decision, by one of America's most beloved leading men, wasn't bad enough on its own, fans learned that it was because he was diagnosed with aphasia, a language disorder affecting Willis's ability to communicate. On February 16, 2023, Rumor Willis provided a heart-wrenching update with further information about her father's illness, writing on Instagram, "Since we announced Bruce's diagnosis of aphasia in spring 2022, Bruce's condition has progressed, and we now have a more specific diagnosis, frontotemporal dementia, known as FTD." She noted that Bruce's earlier communication difficulties were only a symptom of FTD. Rumor Willis also encouraged fans to read more about the affliction through a link to the Association for Frontotemporal Degeneration website, for which Bruce's wife, Emma Hemming Willis, will soon serve as brand ambassador. Willis's family is working with the organization to make the world aware of his situation, so people can learn what lies ahead for the die-hard star. They also hope this knowledge might help the hundreds of thousands of others suffering from this disease. In a statement released on their behalf, the Association for Frontotemporal Degeneration called FTD the most common dementia for people under 60. Willis was 67 years old at the time of his diagnosis. According to their facts, the disease, which is difficult to diagnose, affects a low estimate of 50 to 60,000 people in the United States alone, and probably more.
It represents overall only about 10% of dementia cases, so a lot of people haven't heard of it.
FTD refers to a group of different but related disorders that affect the brain's frontal lobe. Though Alzheimer's is also a type of dementia, it affects a different part of the brain than FTD, and memory loss is not necessarily a symptom of FTD, at least at first. FTD can affect a person's behavior, movement, or personality, as well as language. It is also frequently misdiagnosed because doctors are either unaware of FTD or don't expect younger people, even as young as 20, to have dementia. Sadly, there is no cure for FTD, and it is fatal. The average life expectancy for patients with FTD is 7 to 13 years. But with the Willis family's transparency and straightforwardness in discussing Bruce's health issues, they're hoping to help AFTD raise awareness, provide assistance, and continue their research to find a cure for the affliction. And it starts by having FTD patients like Willis share their stories. Upon learning about Bruce Willis's frontotemporal dementia diagnosis, many celebrities came out to support the actor. Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson, Selma Blair, who was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2018, Queen Latifah, and Paris Hilton all commented loving and supportive words. Besides Rumor Willis, the diagnosis was also shared by Emma Hemming, Demi Moore, and his 4 other daughters. Former First Lady of California, Maria Shriver, took to Twitter to send her love to Willis, as well as bring awareness to the situation. Shriver wrote on Twitter, "My heart goes out to Bruce Willis and his family, and also my gratitude for shining a much-needed light on this disease. When people step forward, it helps all of us. When people get a diagnosis, it's extremely difficult, but also for most, a relief to get a diagnosis." Actor Carl Weathers also tweeted his love and support for the Pulp Fiction actor, writing, "Yours truly sends love and positivity to Bruce and his family. His talent has been enjoyed around the world. Love his work." CNN anchor Jake Tapper tweeted about the diagnosis as he has a personal tie to the disease. Tapper wrote on Twitter, "FTD is a profoundly cruel disease. My beloved father-in-law Tom suffered from it for years before he died. Sending all my love and prayers to their family."